Just like a designer will have a portfolio of their work, investors will have a portfolio of their investments. It's just a fancy way of saying a collection. The idea of having a portfolio is so that you can be strategic about how you manage risk. Have you heard the saying, don't put all of your eggs in one basket? Well, this is one saying that the investment theorists love. By having a collection of investments as opposed to owning just one, you can build some immunity in the instance that one performs very poorly. What I'm describing to you is often referred to as diversification, which is the spreading of risk. And here are some ways in which you can do so. The first way to diversify is through the number of investments. For each one that you add to your portfolio, you are reducing the impact that it has on your portfolio. It's important to bear in mind though that this means the gains of a single investment will have a lower impact too. It's up to you to decide the number which strikes a balance. Some fund managers will strike a balance between 20 to 40, whilst others go well over 100. There's no correct amount. The second is asset class. History has shown that asset classes as a whole perform differently to others over long-term periods. So let's say you have 30% of your portfolio invested in Australian property. If there was a crash in property prices, the other 70% would potentially be shielded from the losses. The third way to diversify is through sectors. For example, within equities, there are many different sectors that companies belong to, such as banks, consumer goods, and biotechnology. Certain sectors as a whole can outperform others due to opportunities. If the government were to announce large grants to scientific research, then it's likely that shares in biotechnology companies will perform well over the following months. This is just an example. The fourth way to diversify is across regions. Countries have differing levels of economic development and growth prospects. If the property market were to crash in Australia, for example, it could be the situation that at the same time, property prices in Japan are soaring due to a housing supply shortage. So, these are 4 important ways that you can essentially diversify to manage risk within your investment portfolio.